As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Card. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Navy quick to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on its way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Powell.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field with the offense executed. Defense just missed it.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
So the Air Force Falcons offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Skips away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out of the backfield, he's open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Safe completion on the screen. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Now on 1st down after that completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the 1st quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And here comes the Navy offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Now the pitch. On the move is a 30. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, a game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The official says no good. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Release to the back. Makes the catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps the legs moving.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Manning. Coming after it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Time to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the set.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught near the sticks. It's Weaver. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his back in the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, midshipman. And the extra point gives him a 10-6 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And the Falcons will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Carr. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Navy will go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Good stop there.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Powers through the defender. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. The throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Navy. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipmen! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. On the move, he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on second down. Wide open downfield. Lowers those pads. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got his man in the middle, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll run the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Navy quick to the line. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Now the toss. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Manning. Using his legs to buy some time. The freshman able to get home with the sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him...
And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Navy! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by a field goal over the Royals. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Nice move to keep moving. Quick step and go. Open space at the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's the handoff. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Good right down the boulevard.
That makes the score Navy 31, Air Force 12.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It's incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires on the move. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on the...
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3 kicks.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Might as well give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's complete to the left. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Navy quick to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that 4th down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the...
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, midshipman. And the route is on. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. On second down, looking again to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on down. The offense starts with a short field. On the option. He'll toss it. He is smashing people. Touchdown, Navy! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here about to move. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back.
Oh, picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Quick toss. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this.
Touchdown, midshipman! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back to pass, it's Manning. He makes the connection, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Falcons have this offense rolling. He'll just keep slinging it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front,
and he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll keep it himself. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
He'll pitch it. Turns it on in midfield. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Now on second down. The throw. The short hands. It's Weaver. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The option look. Got enough space. Touchdown, Navy! And the punishment has been extended. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. Yeah.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll toss it. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. No matter how much college football